Hi, I want to talk to you today about choosing to recover. Now, when you have lost someone, or if you're going through a divorce, which is a different type of loss, but it is a loss, you have to choose to recover. And when we say choose to recover, I know that you might hear that and think, why do I have to choose to recover? Right? How do I choose to recover from losing someone I love? Or how do I choose to recover from losing a marriage, a relationship that I thought was going to last forever, a relationship that may have had children involved, a relationship that may have been a long time, and you realize, why should I choose to recover from this? Because right now, all I know is that I'm hurting, I'm in pain, and I'm seeing the loss, I'm not seeing the possibility. So why should I choose to recover? And I just want to give you 3 encouraging reasons to choose to begin to recover from your loss. One of those reasons would be that it's not easy, but it's necessary to recover. And when I say it's not easy, I want to honor the fact that you are going through this loss of a loved one or loss of a marriage, and there's a lot of pain involved in both scenarios. There's a lot of confusion and uncertainty. With loss, there's a lot of pain, confusion, and uncertainty. But here's why I say it's not easy, but it's necessary. Not easy to deal with that pain, confusion, uncertainty, and all the emotions that you're going through because of loss. But necessary because the alternative is to stay the same. The alternative to healing is to stay with the brokenness, with the pain, with the uncertainty, with the anger, with the loss. And why it's necessary is that position of staying with pain, staying with loss, staying with uncertainty, staying with life feeling like it doesn't have purpose. Staying in that situation, that emotional state, is extremely not only draining, but it limits you. It limits you from being there for the other people in your life who need you. It limits you from allowing something good to come out of something so terrible. It limits you from seeing all the other possibilities that your life has, right? If you choose to stay in the pain. And the pain is already extremely terrible. It's already draining. It's already taken a lot out of you and from you. That loss has put a pause button on your life that you never expected to happen. And for some people, it's not even a pause button. It feels like it's a stop button, a stop sign. And you can't go through that stop sign even when you try. The choosing to recover is about choosing to look at the hard things. It's about making a choice to go into counseling and to work through what that loss in your life has meant, how that loss has changed your life, what has that loss caused you. Choosing to go into counseling or choosing to recover is really about asking and answering the questions about what that loss has meant to you, what that loss has cost you, because there is a price emotionally and sometimes a very practical cost, right, that we pay when there's loss in our life. If we lose a loved one, there's all of the funeral expenses and additional expenses way beyond that we incur. On top of the biggest loss is losing someone we care about and not having them in our lives. And so there's an emotional pain that comes with that loss. So when we're talking about examining the cost, where it has left you, what has changed because of that loss, those are the kind of things that you have to process, the questions that have to be asked in order to begin the recovery process. And when you look at answering all those questions, you can see why it's not easy, but it's necessary. Because as we begin to process and answer those questions, we come to a place where we can make some decisions that will help us to emotionally heal from the loss. So when we talk about choosing to recover, it's not easy, but it's necessary. Another aspect of choosing to recover from loss is that it's not going to be easy, but it's also going to be necessary. And then the second part of that is that we will see ourselves different. When you choose to recover, you're choosing to take the worst day of your life. You're choosing to take something that was very painful, the loss of a loved one or a divorce, and you're choosing to see something good come out of that by healing from it. When we heal, we're not allowing the past to control us. When we heal, we're not allowing ourselves to walk around and be the walking wounded. We are allowing ourselves to recover so that we can renew our life, so that we can make something wonderful come out of something so damaging. And the other encouragement I want to give you about choosing to recover has to do with reminding yourself that there is more to life than the pain that you are feeling now. There is more to life than the loss, the tragedy, the thing that was broken, taken, changed in your life. And how do you know that there's more to this? When you choose to recover, that's when you find out what the more is. That's when you find out how to get the flavor back in your life, the joy, the peace, the happiness, the feeling safe again, feeling as if you can do something beautiful with the broken pieces of your life. When we choose to recover, we get to see what that is. It's no longer an idea. It's something that comes to life. It's something that we get to experience. And it's a joy on the other side of that experience that we never thought we would get again. When you're dealing with loss and grief, it's hard to believe that there'll come a time where that grief will not be as painful as it is now, where the loss of a relationship, the brokenness of it, will not be as intense as it is right now. But that is possible. We have to choose to engage in the recovery process so we can get to the place where we can see that's real. And that choice is not only something that we have to verbalize, but it's also something that we have to be active in taking the steps to see ourselves recover from this loss. Taking the steps to say, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to do the hard thing of asking for help, of talking about my pain, of reaching out to others, of going into therapy. I'm going to do the hard thing so that I can see on the other side of this all of the possibilities that are there. And I can recover from my loss, and I can recreate my life. A thought that before you thought would be difficult, I want you to challenge you to take the step to try and see what life has in store when we choose to recover. Thank you for joining me. My name is Gessy Martinez, author, therapist, and coach, helping you to remember, recover, and recreate your life. Be encouraged. Till next time.